Hey guys, what's up? Hello, welcome back to another video of the Scuffed Iron Man series. In the last video we did a bunch of Slayer and we made a lot of money because we need a lot of money so we can get 70 construction so we can do the Song of the Elves and we can finally get our quest cape. And along the way we got 30,000 or 3,000 teak planks that took a while to make because we don't have plank make spell, so we had to run around in the woodcutting guild just turning them into planks. And we have a lot of spare money left, so I was thinking that instead of just using our teak planks, running out, going to the general store, unloading, and coming back into this, we're going to hire a demon butler who could bring us just planks from the bank, and that should just speed up the entire process. So, but to do that, we're going to have to make 2 bedrooms, one for me, one for him, and we will see if we can go buy a butler. Now with 2 basic beds built, we head to the Butler's Academy or Servants Guild, whatever it's called, in East Ardoon, and let's go pick up the Demon Butler. Alathazjar, Butler to the Demon Lord, we will have you for a little bit of gold. You're hired. So I'll see you at the house. And lastly, before we start doing the Demon Butler effectively, we have to build a dining room so we can make a bell pole space so we could summon him right next to us every single time we need him to do our plank unloading or whatever you want to call it. But he's also the most expensive demon butler of all of them because he charges 10,000 gold for every 8 trips he does. So that means every 8 inventories of teak planks for us, it costs us 10,000. So if we have 24 spaces and he only can take 8 trips, that's 176 trips or planks we can unnote per trip for every 10,000 gold, and divided by 3,163 planks we have existing, it's only going to cost us about 180,000 total gold to just have him do this. So this is going to be a nice way to start speeding up through this process. So let's start getting it and let's see how good this is. And he's back, gives us all the planks, and now we build. And the grind begins. This butler's actually coming in clutch. Like, my XP rates is so high and I don't even have to move my camera and I have to walk around. So this is just look here and then just rinse repeat. And that's 63 construction, by the way. 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. Nice. And finally 70 construction. So now we could do expert contracts, mahogany homes. And now we have the last requirement for the Song of the Elves. And even though we have the construction level for the Song of the Elves quest, I kind of want to just go through all the herbs we have right now and just see what we can get with their herb level. Because at 77, I think at 77, we can unlock stamina potions. So that'll just help out with this running around along with the graceful set. So let's see where we can get with this many herbs. 74 herb, 5, 76. After using all our herbs, we got pretty close to 77, but we're not 77, so we can't make those stamina potions. So we're just going to boost, and maybe we might get close to it, but it doesn't matter because I want some stamina potions. So we're going to use our marks of grace that we have. We have a few more inside the bank, but we're only use 100 of these, which we can get back anytime. And it's around 10 marks of grace for 1 pack, and we should get 100 amylase for every pack. And the reason why stamina potions are a lot cooler than our super energies is because that even though they both give 20% run energy restored, stamina potions have a 70% decrease in usage of run energy. So we could just run a lot faster, or a lot, not faster, but just a lot further. And it's just a lot more convenient when we do running around tasks. Like when we're doing the Temple of Light thing, we could have just been probably like 1 potion running all the way around rather than carrying a bunch of potions. So this is just going to help out with a lot of our tasks in the future too. So like when we go into herb runs or like any long running around the map kind of tasks. 77 herbler, and now we don't have to boost to make stamina potions. And have you noticed how big and bodacious these vampire booties are? Look how arced they're going. And just because I can, I'm gonna make some Ceradomin brews, and it's also an elite task in the Falador area. And Cera brews are gonna be our best healing potion if we use it properly in the future. But we're not really gonna be spam using, because every time we use 3 doses of Ceradomin brew, we want to use 1 super restore. But that's a little too expensive because every time we use a dose, we lose a lot of stats. So that restore will restore what we lose completely. So let's make a few of these and we can add it to the bank. And I just been cleaning out our bank and making our herb lore and potion room look a little nicer. But a lot of this will change as we get to a higher herb level when we get a lot more stronger brews like bashing potions and whatnot. We're finally here. Song of the Elves. We began months ago rescuing Elena from Plague City in West Ardoon, and unraveled that the plague was a hoax planned by King Lathis, who sectioned off West Ardoon to protect Gielinor from the Elven lands. We traveled through the underground pass to help Lord Iorwerth to help kill Lathis' brother King Tyrus, who threatened to revive the Dark Lord and ended him with an explosive barrel. And after we learned from Ardoin that King Lathis is actually evil and Lord Iorwerth was siding with him and were deceiving us the whole time, we decided to side with the Elven Rebellion to reveal that the plague is fake to the whole Gielinor and prevent the resurrection of the Dark Lord in the Temple of Light. So let's save the world. Now the first step to revealing the plague is a hoax. We first have to help Elena escape from the prison, and she will spread the truth about the plague to the city of Ardoon. So we have to disguise ourselves as Ardoon Knight, and we can stash this inside our treasure chest. Now with the Ardoon resistance, we have to start an insurrection against the king. Unfortunately, no one's going to believe that the plague is fake, even though we tell everyone, but we're going to have to get everyone to start hating the king and resort to dirty tactics that everyone will start to want to overthrow the king, because that's the only way we can do it. So let's try to cause a bunch of havoc, dressed as the king's mourners, and let's just get the king guillotined. And to get the people to hate the king, we'll raise taxes and burn the food shortages. And even though a lot of people go hungry, we just gotta get them angry against the king so then we can overthrow him. And now with a bunch of civilians and people on our side of the insurrection, time to start the first battle of the Song of the Elves, the Battle of Ardoon. There may be bloodshed, but it's for the cost of saving the world. The insurrection is over. The end of bloodshed caused bloodshed, but it is worth it. And death to the king. We were captured by Lord Iorwerth, but the Elven resistance came to save us. Now we have to go to Baxorian Falls and search around and see if we find any information about Griffinindis, the old ancient city of the Elven people. But before we even get there, I want to buy a rune pouch. And you'll learn about why I'm getting that in a little bit, but we have to go buy a few more things around before we can even continue with the quest. So rewards and our Slayer points, 750 points. Well, what? Hi. Well spent. And to uncover the secrets in Baxtorian Falls, I actually have to solve a puzzle by placing certain items on certain pillars corresponding to certain numbers in certain areas on the compass inside the Baxtorian Falls, whatever you want to call it, throne room or whatever. And I misplaced a few items, so I have to redo everything and gather those items all over again. Well, just these three, but it's still a hassle. I messed up again. Only took a little bit, but the stone Baxtorian is actually the real Elven Baxtorian. What the heck? Well, let's go learn some Elven history. Now, to be the first person to enter the Grand Library in Griffinindis for the longest time, we're gonna have to go do a lot of puzzles just like how we did in the Temple of Light originally, and there's just a lot of seals to do. But we have all this super staminas and energies to run with, so hopefully this isn't too bad. Just is gonna take a while. There's a lot of seals and puzzles we have to go through for this portion. Seal Ithel done. Seal of Cardon completed. Seal of Craze. Seal of Amlad. There's so much running to do. We're not even halfway through with all the seals. I'm just trying to get the seals done tonight at least. I wanted to finish this quest tonight, but this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Seal of Malier. Seal of Hafen. Seal of Trahirn. And the Iorwerth seal last done. Now all the seals are completed and we have a decent knowledge on how to fight Saren when we get to the Temple of Light. and we can prevent the Dark Lord from spawning. So let's go do some more talking and some more dialogue, and let's get the show on the road. I recruited a few more of the ancient elves who've been hiding, and since Backstorian is back alive and leading the elves, but I forgot to charge my teleportation crystal, so I have to walk all the way back to Latia. And since we learned that Saren's actually a good person, but she created a mimic of herself, which is just dark energy, and she hid it somewhere deep in the underground pass, we killed a few of these Isleworth elves and stole this orb of light, and we should be able to start looking for Saren, and then we should be able to restore peace to Prifdis by defeating the dark version of herself. But before we can start searching for Saren, we have a little rogue elf on our hands, so we're gonna have to go track them down and see where they've been going. And while we were searching for Yizgan, Latia is under attack. We have to stop Isleworth with the help of the people. If Isgwain wasn't the traitor, it was Erwin. How could you, Erwin? Erwin's having second thoughts about betraying us, but now we have to defend against the Isleworth troops because we have to seal this underground pass to prevent him from releasing Saren in the Temple of Light. So now we have to hold the gate for 4 minutes. And now we're finally going to start to use this rune pouch. I was going to save it for the boss, but this should save us 2 inventory spaces, because instead of having a slot for every rune, we could open up the rune pouch and we can place the runes we have inside here. So with that, we open up 2 rune spaces. So even you can put 3 runes total in here. So that should save 3 total spaces at the cost of 1. So basically just 2 spaces saved? Yeah, 2 spaces saved. 2 spaces saved. Close to losing, close to losing. And now we have to fight Esselit, but I think it's a safe spot for us to teleport out and reset. I hope so, at least. Now we get the hell out of here and we reset for the final fight. Now we're stacked up with a sour brews and restores and a lot of food and some runes for blood, death, and chaos, because we're going to be casting blood barrage because we want to be healing every time we get hit. And this is going to be kind of a scary fight because she has a special attack where it always does around 90 to 99% of your HP. So we're going to have to keep healing, and we just have to out heal. And we're also taking a sour brew early because we're going to take a dose of it, and that will give us a little bit of extra HP while we're in there. But it'll reduce a bunch of our stats, but it's worth it because we also have our super restores, which will give us our prayer and our stats back. And I just hope that this doesn't go hard at all. Additionally, we can't use those Ruby Bolt's E's that we used on Vorkath because the max hit you can only hit on Saren is a 24. So we're going to be using the Blood Barrage and we're just getting healing. But since the Ceridome Brews actually reduce our magic by kind of a high level, well, by 9, and we need 68 to cast Blood Burst, maybe we switch to just using Blood Rush instead so we can get an extra Ceridome Brew in us just in case. So actually, maybe we'll do that. So let's reset our cast to Blood Rush, I guess. And we'll be manually casting Blood Burst during this. And here we go. I reset. Oh, it did 74. I thought it was gonna do, I don't know, like 71. Well, that's unfortunate, but now we know. Now we have it noted down just in case I forget. On the special attacks, she'll hit a max at 79 when it's she's above 666 HP, 81 at 333, and 83, which is my HP minus 1. So let's hope that this goes well. I'm just gonna wait for this last tick of poison, get my full heal, and get ready for this. Staying above 79 HP, please don't kill me. And 1 shark. Okay, we switch it up. Since 2 Ceradoan Brews is too much for me to handle because it drops my level lower than 56, so my autocast messes it up. We need to only take 2 brews for every super restore, so it's a little bit more expensive, but I think that might be the only way to like not mess up and to make this a little bit easier. But I'm just not hitting. What did I do wrong? Is it food? Maybe I need more sharks. Less Sarah brews, more sharks, more prayer maybe. I messed up my clicks. I didn't have to eat anything after that. Switching up inventory a little again, and my stats haven't restored since I took that Ceradoan brew unneededly last time. So hopefully this is okay. I think I took way too many brews than I should have, but you know, if we manage it well, it should be okay. Not this run. Not this run. 77 magic. Run away, but I think I have an idea. The worst part about coming here every single time after I die is that it takes like 3 to 5 minutes just walking back here, and I get poisoned, so I might lose a bunch of HP by the time I get here, so that's just terrible. But this time we're taking no Ceradoan brews and no restores, so we're going to prioritize on just prayers, and we're going to try doing the redemption method, which should save us at least 1 piece of food every time we get low. And since we don't have the Ceradoan brews, we could focus on just leaving our auto cast spell on Blood Surge or Blood Burst, and we just focus on Pray Flicking and just keeping our prayer up. I feel like this 4th prayer pot is gonna hurt us a lot for some reason, but you never know. So let's pot up and hopefully we start with big hits. Oh, potted up, we actually get Blood Blitz. So this is kind of cool. I messed up my prayers. But that actually wasn't that bad. Just another 80k gone. But that wasn't that bad. I could have brought one more item because this vial I forgot to compensate for. But yeah, I think that we're going to be blood blitzing it, and this hopefully can be it. Excuse me? I'm so dumb. I thought I healed up all the way, but I was at 66 HP. Okay, more purples, more purples. We got so close. We got so close. Oh, my adrenaline's going, but okay, we should be able to get it this time. I think. Okay, I think we know what to. I'm not pray flicking to preserve my prayer because I'm trying to get that blood burst off all the time. Because I don't want to auto cast this. Actually, it's possible if it's a good RNG, but I think it's better just to auto cast it just in case. Oh, we're so close. I just realized I forgot to reclaim my beacon ring, so we were missing +2 magic damage. So I don't know, maybe the RNG could have came a little better with that +2, but I don't know. I already traveled here, so I can't go reclaim it. So we're gonna take our explorer's ring, which should give us that +1 prayer. So this should be okay. We should be okay. If we got that close without a beacon ring, maybe we can get it this time. I need to take an extra mage pot. That's the only way. It gets so close now. I think we know what to do. Forgot to get the beacon ring when I reset, but let's hope. Or I think that this one's going to be it. We're taking 2 mage pots instead of 1 this time. So I think we're going to use 1 in the beginning phase to get to the second phase. And then we're going to save the last one just for the DPS because she has way too many healers at the very end. So I'm not sure if it's smarter to do just get to that stage, or I think DPS when she heals the most is the most important part. Wait, I wasn't I wasn't paying attention to my HP. Please, 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 please. Go! Let's go! Oh, oh, holy shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, take that, Lord Iworth. Holy shit. And the power of Priftindis is restored, and the city is open for all the elves, and Elaine and I are the first humans to enter Priftindis. And that's quest complete. And we get a level out of that, I believe. We unlock, oh, and 91 of farming. And we also unlock a lot of things inside Priftindis that I could explain at some other point, but that's 150 out of 150. Oh. I'm gonna change my spellbook back and let's head to Draenor. Dude, I'm sweating, dude. That was so much harder than Galvic. Holy crap. Oh. Fortunately, we finished that quest and we were actually kind of like not running low on runes, but I was kind of getting scared about how many runes we were blowing through. And here you go, the wise old man. Can I buy a quest point cape, please, for 909 or 99,000 gold? Oh, baby. The first ever quest cape I've ever gotten. We got the hood, and we put on the cape. And then for the diary, let me find a nice little angle to do it at. Right over here, actually. Is there no angle to do this in here? I can do it here. But here we go. The quest cape emote. My first ever quest cape emote. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh. Well, with the quest completed and all the quests done, I don't know what to do from here. But that was one heck of a quest. But I couldn't have gotten to this point without you and anyone else who supported me along the way. So thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. I forgot to do it in HD, but thank you for all your support over all these months. And we'll see where we go from here. So see you in the next one.